Have you ever thought about what you would do if a financial crisis hit you today? It's a question that can make anyone's heart skip a beat, but worry not, because that's exactly why we're here today. In the world of personal finance, one term that often gets thrown around is emergency fund. It's a concept that everyone talks about, but not many truly understand. It's that financial lifeline, that safety net you reach for when life throws you a curveball. It's the buffer that lets you sleep at night, knowing that should a sudden expense arise, you're covered. It's not about if an emergency will happen, it's about when, and your emergency fund is your plan for the when. So, whether you're just starting to think about financial security or looking for ways to strengthen it, you're in the right place. Now, let's delve into what an emergency fund is and why you need one. So, what exactly is an emergency fund? Well, think of it as your financial safety net, a cushion you can fall back on when unexpected expenses pop up. It's not for your dream vacation or that shiny new gadget you've been eyeing. It's there for those surprise bills, car repairs, or, heaven forbid, job loss. Why is it crucial? Consider this. Life is full of surprises and not all of them are pleasant. An emergency fund acts as a buffer against these financial curveballs, keeping you from falling into debt or tapping into your long-term savings. It's like having an umbrella handy for when it starts raining. You might not need it every day, but when a downpour hits, you'll be glad you have it. In essence, an emergency fund is your personal financial defense system, safeguarding your hard-earned money from unexpected setbacks. How healthy is your financial situation right now? This question can seem daunting, but it's an essential first step in building your emergency fund. Let's break it down. Start by taking a good look at your income. This is the money you have coming in from your job, side gigs, or any other sources. Next, tally up your expenses. These are your recurring costs like rent, bills, groceries, and any discretionary spending. Now subtract your expenses from your income. The remaining amount is what you potentially have available to start building your emergency fund. Don't forget about your debts and the money you are currently saving. This will give you a clearer picture of your overall financial health. Based on these numbers, you can determine an appropriate emergency fund target. This should be a number that makes you feel secure, but is also realistic, given your current financial situation. Now that we know where we are, we need to set clear savings goals. What are your goals for your emergency fund? It's a question to ponder because setting clear, smart, that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, goals for your emergency fund is crucial. It's not just about having a vague idea of wanting to save, it's about defining exactly what you're aiming for. For instance, a short-term SMART goal might be, I want to save $1,000 in my emergency fund over the next 6 months. That's specific. You can measure it, it's likely achievable, it's definitely relevant to financial stability, and it's time-bound. A long-term SMART goal could be, I want to build up an emergency fund that can cover 6 months' worth of living expenses over the next 5 years. Again, it ticks all the SMART boxes. Remember, your goals should be tailored to your personal financial situation and comfort level. With your goals set, it's time to create a budget for savings. Let's dive into how we can create a budget that prioritizes savings. First, decide how much of your disposable income you want to set aside for your emergency fund. A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 20%, but this can vary depending on your personal circumstances. Now, look for areas where you can cut back or eliminate unnecessary spending. This could be anything from dining out less often to canceling unused subscriptions. And finally, make your savings automatic. Set up a direct deposit to your emergency fund from each paycheck. This ensures that your savings grow consistently without any extra effort on your part. Remember, even small contributions can go a long way. Does starting an emergency fund seem daunting? Well, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be. One of the best ways to begin is by setting up a mini emergency fund. This is a smaller, more manageable savings target that serves as a stepping stone towards your larger financial goals. Think of it as the base camp on your journey to financial Everest. It might be a humble start, but it's a start nonetheless. And remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Now you might be wondering, how can small contributions make a difference? Well, it's all about consistency. Small, regular contributions to your fund can add up significantly over time. It's like planting a seed. At first, it might seem insignificant, but with time, patience, and consistent care, it grows into a sturdy tree. To grow your fund, you need to select the right account. Where should you keep your emergency fund? This question is a crucial one as the place you keep your savings can significantly impact its growth and accessibility. Now, there are a few types of accounts suitable for an emergency fund. High-yield savings accounts, for instance, offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, which means your money works harder for you. Then, there are money market accounts. These are like a blend of a savings and checking account. They may offer higher interest rates than a regular savings account and often come with checks or a debit card for easier access to your funds. Remember, the goal is to keep your emergency fund somewhere it can grow but still be accessible when you need it. So, liquidity, how quickly and easily you can get your hands on your money, is key. Consistent contributions are key to growing your emergency fund, and we'll dive into that in our next segment. It's important to add consistent contributions to your emergency fund. Think of your emergency fund as a growing tree. Just as a tree needs regular watering to thrive, your emergency fund needs consistent deposits to flourish. And consistency is key, regardless of the amount. Now, you may be wondering, how can I ensure regular contributions? Well, one effective strategy is automating your savings. Most banks offer this feature where a specific amount is automatically transferred from your checking account to your savings account on a set schedule. This way, you're consistently nurturing your emergency fund, almost like setting it and forgetting it. Remember, every drop counts. Whether it's $5 or $50, the important thing is to keep the contributions flowing. What would you do with an unexpected bonus or windfall? This question often leads us to dream of lavish holidays or luxury purchases. But here's a different perspective. Consider using these financial boosts to accelerate the growth of your emergency fund. Windfalls, like an inheritance or bonuses from work, are unexpected income sources that can significantly speed up your savings journey. This isn't to say you shouldn't enjoy your windfall or bonus. By all means, allocate a portion to indulge a bit. But consider this. Directing a large chunk towards your emergency fund can bring you closer to achieving your financial safety net faster. It's all about striking a balance that suits your personal financial goals. And here's another thought. Using these extra funds to boost your emergency fund can provide a sense of financial security that lasts far longer than the fleeting joy of a spending spree. Remember, your emergency fund should only be used for genuine emergencies. When should you tap into your emergency fund is a question that carries considerable weight. Your emergency fund is your financial safety net, and it's crucial to preserve it for genuine emergencies. These are situations that are unexpected, necessary, and urgent. Think medical emergencies or sudden job loss, not the latest smartphone release or a spur-of-the-moment vacation. To avoid depleting your fund, exercise self-discipline and sound judgment. Before dipping into your savings, ask yourself, is this a want or a need? Can it wait? More often than not, you'll find that patience and planning can circumvent the need to use your emergency stash. And what about after you've used some of the fund? Replenishment should be your top priority. Just as you've built it up, bit by bit, replenish it in the same way. It might take time, but remember, it's your bulwark against financial instability. Keep reviewing and adjusting your goals to maintain a healthy fund. Are your emergency fund goals still relevant? This is a question we should ask ourselves regularly. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and our financial circumstances can change quickly. Maybe you've experienced a significant life event like a new job, moving house, or even the arrival of a little one. Each of these changes can and should influence your emergency fund goals. Monitoring your goals isn't about punishing yourself for not reaching them fast enough. Instead, it's about understanding your current financial health and adjusting your targets as necessary. Maybe you can afford to save a bit more each month, or perhaps you need to scale back. That's okay. Remember, the key to financial stability isn't just setting goals. It's about adjusting them to fit your life as it evolves. It's a continuous process of evaluation and adjustment. You've already taken the first step by understanding the importance of an emergency fund. This financial safety net is your shield against unexpected expenses, giving you peace of mind and financial stability. Remember, it's all about assessing your financial health, setting clear savings goals, creating a budget, and starting small. Choosing the right account and making consistent contributions are key. And don't forget the power of windfalls and bonuses. Be mindful of avoiding fund depletion and regularly review your goals. Even the smallest steps can make a significant impact over time. Now it's your turn to take action. Start your journey towards financial security by establishing and growing your emergency fund. It may seem daunting at first, but remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Remember, your journey towards financial security starts today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help others on their journey too.